ate a few then I ended up stopping because so many of you were like, they're toxic. From that point on, make sure you take everything just exactly the way you are. That's the best thing that you can take because that's preparing the uterus for the transfer of the embryo, and that's what will help baby grow the best. Stay active, continue like your normal activities, but when it comes to sex. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about things we did to prepare for transfer, things I ate, how I prepared my body, medications I was on, and maybe it would be helpful for you on your journey. I stayed pretty active before a transfer until just a few days before because I was packing and preparing, getting ready. But I stayed active because that increases just blood flow to the uterus, which is something you want, helps with that lining, helps get it all ready for the embryo transfer. Stay active, continue like your normal activities, but when it comes to sex, I asked our clinic before, I was like, hey, when do we stop intercourse? Usually they'll say intercourse or uterine contraction because they don't want your uterus to contract prior to transfer, which means basically any orgasm. They said you can protect it, but we would just recommend that you don't. So they weren't as clear as my last clinic. They were like, hey, 4 days prior to transfer, stop. For me and my being comfortable moving into transfer, we just stopped about a week prior. You can find other things to do with your spouse. It's just a safety net, again, that you don't want to get pregnant prior to transfer, and that's happened before with people, that the safer you can be, the better for the intended parents. And so we just stopped prior to, not only for the safety net, but for uterine contraction as well. And then post-transfer, which I'll do a post-transfer symptoms and tips and stuff like that episode. Our clinic just told Dan only 4 to 5 days, but for me, again, in my comfortability, I have to see baby on ultrasound before I feel comfortable with it, whether that has any medical reason or not. It's just, again, for my comfortability, not to get pregnant while I'm pregnant, because that is a thing, super infraction I think it's called, but also I don't want to disturb baby while baby's trying to implant and grow in those first few stages, and I just want to see baby, see heartbeat, and see that everything's okay before we do our thing. Eat healthy prior to, a Mediterranean diet is best for a transfer. Things like pineapple core is said to help with embryo transfer. Avocados, I've eaten an avocado a day since I've been here with Jake and Kenzie. Chicken, fish, no red meat, because red meat is said to not help. Legumes, beans and stuff. So just healthier, less fats. Butters aren't good. And it's so important to stay hydrated before. So drink lots of water. I say at least, the week before transfer, and then the day of transfer, you have to come in with a full bladder. So your clinic will explain all that to you. It's just so that they can see your uterus better, so they know where to transfer the embryo. Above all though, follow your med protocol from your clinic. So the best thing that you can do is step 1 is follow your med schedule. Take the medication you're prescribed. For me, I'm prescribed estrogen, so I take 3 estrogen tablets daily, morning, noon, and night, and I have my 1 milliliter of progesterone that I take nightly between 6 and 9 p.m. Once you have your mid-cycle baseline, you get your lining check, and you get the green light, the thumbs up to go ahead for transfer. From that point on, make sure you take everything just exactly the way you are. That's the best thing that you can take because that's preparing the uterus for the transfer of the embryo, and that's what will help baby grow the best. Now, in looking back at my last journey, I went through pictures and video of what did I do prior to transfer, because you just naturally want to be oh, I want to repeat it and do everything the same. That way this can be successful just like that one was successful. And I look back at what I ate the weekend of transfer. I ate so many Dots pretzels because we were traveling. We were in a hotel with not much to do. I mean, we traveled around the city, but then once it got dark, we went back to our hotel, and I was just down in Dots pretzels. So I ate so many, which was so cute. Kenzie and Jake got me a bunch of individual packs, so I've been eating them all weekend. And then I brought a bag on our flight over here just to give me something to eat. The sodium, and it goes along with the McDonald's fries after transfer, but sodium is said to help with the implantation being successful. Whether that's completely true or not, obviously don't overdo the sodium, but I don't think a little bit is bad. For me, going into transfer, it just felt a little comforting to eat those Dots pretzels because it was what I did last time. But yeah, other than that, last journey, I did pretty much the same as I did this journey. We were in New York, and so we ate so much pizza, churros nightly at one of the vendor trucks on Times Square, which were amazing. Joe's Pizza, by the way, was amazing. This time it was pretty much the same. Like, I stayed active the past week and the past several weeks. I stayed hydrated, ate my Dots pretzels, ate a few Brazil nuts, but then I ended up stopping because so many of you were like, they're toxic. And I was like, they're not a make or break for me. So I was like, I'm done with them. And then the avocados a day since I've been here. That was something that Kinsey recommended because someone messaged her and was like, hey, I ate an avocado a day. I can't remember the ingredient in it, but she did look it up and it said that an avocado a day helps with the successful transfer, helps with implantation. So I'm like, why not? Avocado, like, that's such good healthy fats for you, and I love them. For sure, I'll eat them. But at the end of the day, whether avocado and McDonald's fries keep your feet warm and all of that is true or not, if it's not harmful to you, like, why not try it? It makes it, I don't know, it makes it like fun to do those things to try. And also, avocado is healthy for you. Yeah, if it calms your nerves or your stress, like makes you less stressed, then great. And that's another big thing. You want to be very calm. You don't want to have a stressful environment because stress affects the uterine lining, and if you are too stressed out and you have a lot going on, then it could affect you. It could affect your mindset going into transfer. And so do what you can to just be in a calm state that week prior with kids and work and family. You know, ask for extra support for your spouse, or just say, hey, this week prior I have a lot going on mentally, emotionally, just preparing for this. Can you just be there extra to help me, support me, encourage me, take things off my plate, help me with things, because you just want, again, a calm state for baby to be transferred into. Other than that, I can't think of too much. Everyone, you know, does things differently. Those are things that have worked for me. Those are things that I've done to prepare for transfer. Again, always consult your doctor and your clinical team because they know best. They have been watching your records and then following your blood work and lining, and so they know what is best for you. But I just want to share a few clips of the fun things that I did to prepare and just, again, continue sharing how our journey is going. And if you don't already, follow along on all platforms at We Are Dane and Sam. Our intended parents are sharing their side of the journey at That's So Jackenzie, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So head over there to see their life as intended parents, as parents to be, and stay tuned because we'll continue sharing the journey as it progresses.